Who are these four angels bound at the Euphrates River? Why does the Bible hold such a shocking mystery that almost no one talks about? In this video, you will uncover a hidden revelation within the biblical prophecies of Revelation 9, which explains a final judgment marked with divine precision, capable of forever changing the destiny of humanity. Stay until the end, because this urgent message can transform your view of the end times and prepare you for what is to come. Have you ever wondered if you are truly ready for the signs of Revelation and God's judgment on the earth? What will happen when these fallen angels are released to carry out their mission? If you want to understand the mysteries of Revelation revealed clearly, practically, and powerfully, this video is for you. Prepare for a deep spiritual awakening. Time is running out, and the world needs to know. Imagine a river, ancient, silent, but with something dark hidden beneath its depths. Now imagine four angels, not messengers of peace, but agents of destruction, chained there, waiting for only one command to act. This is not a metaphor. It is a forgotten prophecy. Revelation 9 says they have been prepared for an exact hour, day, month, and year. This is no coincidence. It is divine scheduling, a plan in motion. And when that moment comes, a third of humanity will be struck. This is in the Bible, and almost no one is talking about it. But today, you will discover what has been hidden from the entire world, because the truth was not concealed by accident. And if you think this is intense, wait until you understand why the Euphrates River was the chosen place. Hold on tight, because what comes next may change how you see the end times. When the sixth angel sounds his trumpet, a voice will come from the golden altar before God. It will not ask. It will command. Release the four angels who are bound at the great river Euphrates. This scene is neither symbolic nor illustrative. It is literal. It is written in Revelation 9, verses 14 and 15. These angels were not caught by surprise. They were prepared by God for a specific moment. A year, a month, a day, an hour. They are not bound by chance. They are on a countdown. And when released, they will carry out a mission few dare to preach, to kill a third of humanity. This is one of the most shocking verses in biblical prophecy, and at the same time, one of the most ignored. It is not in Sunday sermons. It does not appear in light devotionals, but it is in the Word. The question remains, why has something so serious been forgotten? And the answer may lie precisely in who these angels are. If they are bound, it is because they represent danger. Angels faithful to God are free, active messengers of His will. But these, described in Revelation 9, are contained, not out of mercy, but by divine strategy. They are part of a plan that precedes the final judgment. The Bible leaves no doubt. In 2 Peter 2-4, we read that God did not spare the angels who sinned, but cast them into hell. Jude 1-6 reinforces that they are kept in eternal chains, awaiting the day of judgment. These are not guardian angels. They are fallen angels, imprisoned because they crossed unnegotiable spiritual boundaries. Many scholars link these angels to those who sinned in Genesis 6, when they took human wives and fathered the Nephilim. They were confined in spiritual regions of darkness. They are entities prepared for a destructive prophetic mission. And when they are released, the whole world will realize that time is running out. The Euphrates River is not just any geographical detail. It runs throughout the biblical narrative as a line between Eden and the end of times. In Genesis 2:14, it springs forth as one of the river's watering paradise. But in the book of Revelation, it becomes the setting of final judgment and apocalyptic events that will shake the earth. This same river, once a sign of blessing, becomes the boundary between light and darkness. In Jeremiah 13, God commands a belt to be buried by the Euphrates as a prophetic sign of destruction. In Jeremiah 46, the river is the stage for Egypt's downfall. All this draws a pattern. The Euphrates is a spiritual frontier between obedience and rebellion. In Revelation 16:12, something even deeper happens. The river dries up so that the kings from the east can advance toward Armageddon. The same water that sustained life vanishes, preparing the ground for the darkest conflict in human history. It is on this sacred and feared stage that the four bound angels are held. And this is only the beginning. The number 4 is not in the Bible by chance. It appears when God wants to speak of something complete, involving the entire world. 4 winds, 4 corners of the earth, 4 living creatures around the throne. And now, 4 angels bound at the Euphrates River. This is not just prophetic math. It is an alert code. Something global is about to happen. These angels do not symbolize localized judgment, like in Sodom or Nineveh. They represent a universal impact. They are like the 4 horsemen who open Revelation, but even more specific. They have a set hour, day, month, and year, a supernatural execution army. And worst of all, their mission is not to protect, but to kill. What impresses is that, in Revelation 7:1, 4 other angels were holding back the winds of destruction. They prevented chaos. But here, in chapter 9, the 4 do not hold back. They release. A new cycle begins. What was once contained will now be unleashed. And you need to understand what this means for our days. The Bible does not use figures of speech here. When Revelation 9:15 says the 4 angels were released to kill a third of mankind, this is no hyperbole. It is literal judgment. An exact, terrifying, mathematically defined number. These are not metaphors. God revealed a real percentage of global destruction. This pattern repeats in Revelation 8. A third of the trees, waters, seas, light, and now humanity. In a world with over 8 billion people, this would mean more than 2 billion lives cut short. Not by accidents, nor by human wars, but by prophesied judgment. What the modern world would call tragedy, God calls prophetic fulfillment. And don't think this is far off. It only takes a global collapse, a spiritual crisis, a command released from heaven, and everything changes. That is why the echoing question is not, will it happen? But are you ready? And if this shocks you, we haven't even started talking about what comes after. Have you imagined how every detail of the prophecies in Revelation fits together like pieces of a huge puzzle? The release of the 4 angels bound at the Euphrates River is not an isolated event. It is a milestone in a progressive sequence leading to Armageddon, the final battle between good and evil. Seals, trumpets, and bowls. Each judgment connects and intensifies the previous one. When the 6th angel sounds the trumpet and these angels are released, chaos spreads across the world, shaking governments, economies, and alliances. This destruction scenario paves the way for the kings from the east to advance, guided by demonic spirits seeking to gather forces for the ultimate battle. Can you sense how close this moment is? This revelation is not meant to cause fear without purpose, but to awaken awareness. Understanding that time is running out is an invitation to prepare heart and mind. This is not just an old story. It is an urgent warning for the last days. And if this already surprises you, just wait for what comes next. It is time to deeply reflect on everything you have discovered. Are you truly prepared for the signs of Revelation? The final judgment is not a distant story. It is a reality approaching fast. Are you living with eternity in your sight, or only the temporary comfort of this world? Think, how can your faith be more than words? What concrete actions can you take today to be ready for the end of days? This spiritual awakening is not just for you, but to be shared. You can be the instrument that brings light to someone lost, the channel for the truth many have avoided. Don't to keep this knowledge to yourself? Comment below, I believe Jesus died for me, and join a movement of faith and preparation. Subscribe to the channel, activate notifications, and continue this journey with us. The world needs to know, and time is running out. God is warning. Are you ready?